Are you ready to die?
Yes.
Are you
Always,
sure?
I guess.
You got all your affairs in order?
My affairs are in order.
You have your will written?
Check.
Yeah?
Yep.
Because we're going to, according to Run Bum, we're going to die
Gonna die.
in March.
Man. I guess we should have known when it was called the Florida Death Race.
Yeah. Florida Death Race.
You know, we've already kind of died, though.
We
did death by 5K.
We did. We did the death by 5K.
We'll die again.
We'll die again. This one is shorter, though, because the cutoff time is less than 24 hours.
Shorter in time. But longer.
Yeah, longer running.
Like 2.5 times the distance.
Yeah.
That one was a 31 mile.
Yep. This one's 74-ish.
Okay. Just a little over.
Are we going to run it together, or are you going to leave me in the dust again?
We'll start together.
We'll start together. We'll see what happens. We'll start together, and then you'll continue your pace where it feels really good, and I'll end up catching you at mile 30 or 40.
I'll die at mile 40.
And I'll have to come pick you up.
Yeah.
Uncharted waters for
Recovery.
Nate and Ryan. I'm really excited.
Do a body recovery for me.
Yeah.
You got me on the Garmin, so you'll know where I'm at.
Our wives will have our dots. Hey, when you find me, though, just pause my watch.
I've seen the sticker before.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Yeah. Can't have Strava tracking the wrong heart rate of 0.
Yeah, heart of 0? No, we got a lot of heart. That's why we're laying on this trail.
Yeah.
Dying. Carrying your 1-pound burden, railroad spike.
I'm excited for that, man.
Me too. It'll be a good time. This is Suffer Up.
Yeah,
where we talk about
live.
we talk about suffering with a purpose, where our mission is to encourage and lead others to suffer with a purpose, with an emphasis on spiritual, mental, and physical well-being.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back, listeners. We're going to be suffering in the Florida Death Race with our Sofsocs on. Proud sponsor of the show. We're thankful to have them. If you want to know more about them, you can check them out at their website at sofsocs.com, or you can click on the link tree down below and be able to click and get their website there. We also have a discount code for their socks. It is Suffer10. They are an awesome company. We rave about them on every episode, so you can just listen to most of the intros and you'll hear more about them. We also have a really solid review for them on our YouTube channel, and you can get to our YouTube channel through our linktree app. So I just finished around 200 miles on a single pair of socks, and they're still holding up. So
good stuff.
I'll keep going, and maybe I'll get to 500 miles. We'll see on that single pair. That'd be cool. So I'll keep doing what I'm doing.
To see how long they last.
Yeah. See when they break.
I have a feeling that it's going to be more than 500 miles.
I think so, because they haven't even broke through the toe yet, which is where all my socks break. So
you need to cut your toenails, dude.
They're not that bad. Well, actually, they are pretty bad right now. I do need to trim them. But
no cameras on Nate's feet.
Yes. Yeah, my feet. Can you believe people pay pictures for feet like this?
I can't. And definitely not runners' feet.
Yeah. They're disgusting. But I will say my feet look less disgusting after wearing soft socks. So
it's the weirdest plug they've ever gotten, I think.
All right. So we are nestled in here at the shop. We're doing an evening recording today. Yep. It is 9:00, and
a little tired, a little goofy
and tired. So this should be a good recording today for you guys. If you haven't listened to our episode and this is your first time tuning in, we want to say thank you for listening to us. Welcome. And so we are Nate and Ryan. We are just two regular dudes out here sharing a message of what it looks like to suffer and to suffer with a purpose. We're going to be talking today about family time and work-life balance and kind of what that looks like for us.
Balance? What's that?
I don't know. I should probably know because we're about to talk about it, but I can share some of my experiences with it.
Balance is hard. That's what it is.
Yeah. But family time. Time is a thief. It always takes, it never gives back. Right? The clock is always ticking. You can never go back in time. So how should we take each moment and monopolize on every minute that we have on this place called Earth?
Yeah. That's a good question. We all work jobs, and some people get paid by the hour, some people get paid salary, but regardless, you can you can always, at the end of the year, you could look back and break down how many hours you worked by how much you got paid, and you could put a number on your time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise doing that, though, because it would probably make you sad.
Yeah.
Even if you were making $1 million an hour, I don't know that that's worth it. You know,
No.
I mean, obviously we have to make money to survive
Yeah.
and move forward in this life, but there's no amount of money that we can assign to that thing called time
Yeah.
that really represents how valuable it should be to us.
Yeah.
Every minute, like you said, is a minute gone.
What's the dollar amount per minute? Or should we put the yen? I think the yen's worth more now.
I heard an old guy say something just last week, actually. He said, everybody wants to take my time, or everybody wants to use my time, something like that. But my time's not for sale.
That's good.
My time's not for sale.
What's that country song where the little boy's talking about spending time with his dad? How much money does it take?
Yeah. He goes to his piggy bank.
Yeah, he goes to his piggy bank.
Tries to buy his dad staying home or whatever.
Right.
He takes it to his mom.
That song kind of resonates. Like, our kids want to spend time with us. They don't care how much money we bring home. They just want to spend time with us.
Yeah.
And we've talked about intentional time before and what that looks like.
Yeah.
But the time that we've been given, are we good stewards with it? Just like, are we good stewards with our money? I think we can all say that we're guilty of not being good stewards of our time. There's so many things that are distracting us now, whether it be our phones. That's a big one. It's a really big one. Times on our phones, times with just distractions with work or emails or whatever. And so I think one good tool is, compartmentalizing each task. And it's more explainable, at least to my kids, where it's like, when I'm home, I'm going to spend time with them. I'm going to play with them, play a game, whatever. But then when I sit down and I say, okay, guys, Daddy has to go to work tomorrow. So I'm going to be gone for this amount of time, but I'll be home on this day. Yeah. And then they're able to be like, they understand that, because I also want them to understand that, I'm providing for my family. And so explaining to them the concept of money and what that looks like. So do you see the nice house we're in? Well, Daddy's away, time away, so that we can have nice things. And it kind of helps them process those things, and that it's not just, because all they think is like, well, he's not here. Why isn't he here?
Yeah.
Why's
Dad got to leave?
Why's Dad got to leave?
Yeah.
So that's kind of helped me, like, compartmentalizing my time. And then the kids go down, and then that's Nate and Lauren time. Yeah. To be able to talk, catch up, do whatever, watch a movie.
It's very structured in a way that makes it simple for a child to understand. Yeah. And for you. I mean, for everybody. Everybody knows when you're in a certain place or at a certain time, you're going to be present in that moment. Yep. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So
that's not always easy for everybody.
No.
So you're fortunate in that you're able to leave your job, like your actual work duties at work.
That's true.
You may not be able to always leave the thoughts and stuff of work at work, but your duties for work, you're able to leave there. Yeah. Whereas, like in my case, being a business owner, which you have been in the past, you know that's a 24/7 job if you let it. Yep. It was difficult for me to navigate that at first, and sometimes it still is. But setting those boundaries of, I'm not going to take a work call after 5. Yeah. Or I'm not going to answer the work phone on a weekend. It's just not going to do it. Like I said, sometimes it's still difficult because, maybe it's a customer that I've already got. Like, I'm not taking a new call. Customers just got a question, or they're having an issue with something that I did this past week. And it's like, man, I can't just tell them to piss off.
Right, yeah. No.
I need to address this issue right now.
Yeah.
So that's challenging. But generally, I try and do the same thing and just, like, put my phone on Do Not Disturb or something. Things like that help. Or leave your phone in a completely different room. Yep. But man, this is one of the things I struggle with the most is that just put my phone down and being present even when I'm there. It's very easy to keep doing more work on your phone.
Everything's pulling.
And work leads to not work, you know? Like if you're on Instagram trying to make a post.
Yep.
And then you start scrolling when you get done making the post, and then you've just lost 30 minutes.
And you blink and it's over.
It's gone. Yep.
Yeah, and to kind of back what you're saying too, when you're just like we should be good, the Bible says that we should be good stewards with our money. And that like we're not necessarily called to be poor per se, but being good stewards with your money, that's an honorable thing. And so with that also, I truly believe that being a good steward with your time can be honored with that. So like if you're putting your time first, like putting God first with your time, and you're intentional with your time, and you're kind of putting forth the effort to really prioritize and putting your family first, being a man of the house, providing for your family, and then taking the time with your family and pouring into them spiritually, mentally, and physically, being present all the time. God will honor that, and he'll also honor that in your business.
Yeah.
And so like you don't answer the phone at 9:00 at night because a customer wants to call you because they're worried about their yard, and you miss that call. Well, then they can leave a message.
Yep.
They can leave a message, and it will always come back.
Yep.
This episode isn't about tithing, but there was a time in my life where I wasn't giving, and I found that when my heart was into giving, and I gave with a good heart and a generous heart, it always came back.
Yeah.
Always came back. Like I can tell you I'll just tell you one really quick story, but essentially like I was just starting up my business. I needed every job I could possibly get. Anybody who started a business understands that struggle. Like I needed anything and everything, and
you say yes.
Yeah, you have to say yes because you're trying to grow your business, And there was a job that came up, and the lady was like, it was like 2,000 bales of pine straw.
Good golly.
I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? And so what I did was I went and I bid it, and it was a stupid bid. Like I didn't want to do it, and she said yes.
Oh man.
And so it took me 2 days, loaded up my little 5x10 enclosed trailer, made multiple trips, hired a couple guys to help me, paid them cash, and we did the pine straw job. I said, Lord, thank you for this. And I was intentional with it, and I gave a portion of that, and because I was trying to really work on that part of my life.
Yeah.
Gave it. I kid you not, that next Monday after giving, I got another one, a 1,500 bale job.
Wow.
Like a phone call just like that. I went and bid it, said yes. I'm like, I had never thought I would get a job like that.
Yeah.
And who in the world wants that much pine straw?
That's a really good question.
Can't stand pine straw. It looks nice when it's first put down, but it doesn't last. But I say all that to say, it's like if you're intentional with it and you honor God through your time, it will come back in correlation to money. Like it always works out.
It's interesting that you brought up tithing there, because I was actually just thinking about a case. My parents told me that a long time ago when they were newlywed-ish. I don't know. I was young, so they weren't like freshly wed. But anyways, money was tight. And my dad was already working a couple jobs, and money was still tight.
Yeah.
And they were physically unable to give their 10%, to give their tithe in money. So they made it a point to give in their time.
Oh, okay.
So they would, like, my mom volunteered at church extra amounts. Like my dad was working multiple jobs, so my mom would volunteer a bunch of her time.
That's awesome.
And my dad ended up being like I don't know what you would call it. It was assisting and leading my Boy Scout troop, and just volunteering in other ways, and trying to, even if it wasn't at church, trying to display Christ-like qualities, I guess, through their volunteer time, because they were financially not able to give the 10%. and still live. So they gave time, and I almost feel like that's more valuable.
Yeah,
that
can
you
be.
would give up your time.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you that you should absolutely tithe and give, but give what you can.
Yeah.
If you can't give in money, give with your time.
Yeah.
I think that's equally as important. And just because you do one doesn't mean you can't do the other either.
Yeah.
If you're able to give monetarily, still give your time.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's where you need to start there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's absolutely crazy how it always comes back full circle. And it always pays back. And your time is valuable. It's not only valuable to spend it with people, but it's also valuable to spend it with your family. And you giving of your time, you're providing a service to somebody. By giving your time, you're showing up. You're doing whatever needs to be done. So
your time is the one thing that is free, but invaluable at the same time.
Yep.
It's free to give it, but you'll never get it back. Like you said.
Never get it back. Yeah. And so, so like with time and giving and all that stuff, we didn't mean to bring in tithing into this episode, but it just seemed to fit.
Yeah. So what are some ways that you can be intentional with your, if you're able to tithe and stuff already? Beyond that, what are some ways that you can be intentional with your money, or not with your money? I'm sorry. Let's think about tithing. That you can be intentional with your time, going beyond the tithing stuff.
Yeah. So, we always try to carve out. You talking more like with family stuff?
Yeah, like with your family.
Okay. So we always try to do a couple family trips a year. Every summer we always like to go back to see my parents back in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So we have that time. My wife and I always try to do an anniversary trip, even if we don't think we can afford it. We always try to do something, even if it's for 2-3 days. We get a babysitter. We don't get a babysitter. We get a family member.
Yeah.
Please pardon us. It's 9:30. So yeah, like try to find a family member to watch the kids, and then we go out and we spend that time, and that is just carved out just for us. It's a good time. We know it's coming every year, anniversary time, to really kind of reconnect. We focus on goals for the year, and just try to really just be together with no distractions, nothing. It's just us again. We love our kids. We absolutely adore them, and we're so blessed and thankful to have them. But you need to have that time that's separate, where it's just you guys can just be a couple, reconnect, and our marriage has been stronger because we put that time aside, and we communicate that. Like, hey, my wife will straight up tell me, like, I feel disconnected from you. And I hate hearing it, but it happens from time to time because the life pulls you, and when you get disconnected, you got to reconnect.
You truly do get out of that time what you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
The more time that you put into spending quality together, the more quality you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that disconnect.
Yes, that is held true with our marriage 100%. And so that's one example. Another one is, we try to do something fun with the kids every summer. So like this year,
those memories.
Yeah. This year is an expensive year for us because we're going to Mexico. Yeah, we're going to Mexico to celebrate our anniversary.
This is an important anniversary though, right?
10 years.
10 years, yeah.
10 years.
I feel like that's worth celebrating.
Yeah, it is. And
it's my wife and I's 10 year also.
Yeah, that's right.
We went to not Mexico. Sydney and I went to New Orleans for the weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
That was it was okay. I'll never go back to New Orleans, but we had a great time.
Yeah.
Being together, but
yeah,
New Orleans was a dump.
Yeah.
Sorry to any people from New Orleans listening, but
I'm sure there's a crowd that would love it, but from what you said, I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, my wife has suffered through 10 years with me. So. But
she's yet to level up.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Maybe if I level up. No, she's a saint. But yeah, so like just family vacations where you leave home, just leave the distractions at home. We just got back from a camping trip with the kids. And although that really wasn't a vacation for the parents, the kids had a blast.
Yeah. A
little primitive cabin next to a creek, and it was hot, but the kids, every afternoon we went down and cooled down in the creek like I used to do when I was a kid. They had a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have thought they were at a water park.
Creating those core memories, man.
Yep.
That's what it's all about.
Yep. So we
My
did
kids
that.
are with their grandparents right now. Every summer they go up for a couple weeks up to North Carolina and spend their part of their summer vacation with their grandparents, and they get to make those memories with them too. So, we miss them for those 2 weeks, but it is worth it because I think that they're gonna cherish these times as they get older.
Yeah, and they'll always remember that, and that brings up a really good point too about I'm gonna put a cliche name on it, generational time, because the lessons that they can learn from the grandparents, you can't give them. Yeah, like you can instill a lot of things, but the fact that your kids have, thankfully, grandparents, like my parents and Lauren's parents, are still alive, well, married, awesome. So our kids have that, but a lot of kids may not. But having them around, quote,
older people,
older mentors, if you will, that's really good for them, So that time, and then the time that they're away, distance makes the heart grow fonder. You appreciate them more, and the little frustrations that your kids may. There's always frustrations there.
Not may. They do.
So those, you're like, man, I really miss my daughter, really miss my boy, whatever. And so that kind of really helps ground you, reconnect, and then you've got this time to be able to spend with your wife and be able to just enjoy, relax a little bit, and just kind of foster that relationship a little bit more,
Absolutely. Yeah, my girls are up there planting flowers the other day and feeding chickens and just doing some of that stuff they could do here. But like they're just getting new experiences and learning from that older generation, like you said. It's really, really cool. I mean, they may not be doing anything new necessarily, but just doing it with somebody new can sometimes be the part that they find joy in. So not mom and dad. So that's a positive for them.
Absolutely. So then you have a vacation coming up this summer as well, don't you?
Yeah. So us and the kids, the whole fam is going out to Yellowstone.
That'll be fun.
Glacier National Park too.
Oh man, I've been there once. It's beautiful.
Really, we went to Glacier a few years back and we went to Glacier and Grand Teton. Didn't go to
Yellowstone.
No, sorry, we went to Yellowstone and Grand Teton. They're right there by each other.
Okay.
Sorry, trying to remember a map in my head. But didn't go to Glacier. Anyways, really excited to go back to Yellowstone and Grand Teton, and super pumped to go to Glacier.
Yeah.
I've been hit with the Glacier algorithm on TikTok and whatever, Instagram. I don't know. All the social medias, they keep showing me pictures and videos of it. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
But I'm really excited because when we went the first time, my youngest daughter was not born, I don't think. Yeah, it was just, we only had one kid. And so I'm really excited to go back with 3 kids now.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
My baby, he's not going to remember a thing. And maybe my 2-year-old won't either. I don't know. But
she'll remember bits of it.
She'll
probably
have pictures.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It'll just be a cool experience either way.
Yeah.
I think they're going to love it and be amazed by it.
Yeah.
I know I was when I first saw the mountains out there.
Oh, yeah. The mountains are amazing.
But yeah, I think that we're driving out there, which, talk about time. That is going to take a long time.
Road trips are fun.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work.
It is.
A lot of work. Like you said with the camping thing, like it's a ton of work, but I think the kids are going to love they're going to love looking back and thinking about that at some point. Like, man, we drove across the country.
Yeah.
Just to go to this place, and we're going to stop and see other things along the way.
Yeah.
Like we plan on stopping by the Grand Canyon on the way out there. So it's going to be a really cool trip, and hopefully one that they remember.
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely worth the time.
Absolutely. And you're building those foundational connections with your kids too, of like, wow, we did this together as a family, and you'll be able to recall that. And that's all awesome family time that you'll never get that time, because they're going to grow, they're going to get older. And even if like your son's not going to remember it, you're away from work, you're away from the shop, you're away from the business, and you're able to just be with your son, and your daughters, of course, too. But even your son, if he doesn't remember it, and it's less distractions. It's
Absolutely.
just you and them. So
yeah,
you're building
it's
that.
a lot easier to compartmentalize
Mhm.
when you're thousands of miles away.
Yes. So with time, what are some ways that you, and then I'll kind of give my perspective of like, how do you flip that switch? Like we talk about compartmentalizing our time and stuff, but like busy day, running the excavator, you're sweaty, hot, and tired, and then you come home and now you're in dad mode. So what are some ways that you kind of help flip that switch?
Yeah. The drive home has always been like a good time for me to decompress, I guess you would call it, and try and let go of the stressors for the day. It's a little bit harder to do now because, like I was saying earlier, you just being a business owner, like you keep thinking about other stuff. Like there's always something to do or always more that you could do. So it's hard to turn that switch off, but that drive home is kind of my time to start thinking about home stuff instead of work stuff.
Yeah.
So the drive home is part of it, and then typically I'm hot and sweaty. So when I first get home, go take a shower, and that's really the final stage for me. Is like I go take a shower, and I'm literally like washing off the day and coming out.
That's good.
Fully dad.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good analogy there. Yeah, for me, every once in a while I need to use this tactic, but not as much as I did before. But like I come home sometimes after a rough shift, whatever crazy call I ran or just being up all night.
Yeah.
And come in the door, kids are excited to see me, give them a hug, be excited to be home. I show them that I'm excited to be home because if I come home like, so I almost kind of make face a little bit despite whatever kind of shift I had.
Of course.
And then I come in the house because they always run out in the driveway. And then I give my wife a hug and a kiss and she'll ask, how's shift? And I'll just tell her like, it was a rough shift. I need a minute. She's like, okay, I got the kids. You go chill out. At our old house, we had a upstairs, like a bonus room. And I would come home just absolutely dog tired, burnout, tired, whatever. And she would look at me and, same process. And she goes, how was shift? And I said, I need an hour. And she understood what that meant. At that time of my life, I was not a good communicator at all.
Yeah.
I still am working on it, but I didn't tell her about any of the stuff that I dealt with at work at all. I just kept working at work, which found out to be quite unhealthy, as we talked about at a previous episode. But so like I would just kind of come home and tell Lauren like I need an hour, or I need 2, or I need till noon, whatever. And then I would go upstairs and sleep till noon, and then she'd come wake me up, and then come downstairs, and then I would do my like wake up process. I'd have a cup of coffee, and that kind of felt like my morning.
Yeah.
And then I would start my day then. I missed out on that time, from like breakfast time to lunchtime with my daughter, because my son wasn't in the picture yet at that time. And so, well, he was, but he was like baby. And I'm like, okay, I missed out on that time, but now the time that I am awake, I'm now present.
Better. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of being grumpy, angry dad.
Yeah.
Like I was, which I've got a lot of regrets during that time of my life. But yeah, just that decompression time for me is like, I have the drive, but sometimes that's not enough.
Yeah.
And so if I tell Lauren like I need a minute, she gets it, and she'll explain to our kids now like, Daddy needs a little bit of time. Just let him take a nap. And the kids are actually really sweet. Like Lexi will come up with like a picture or something, and she'll wanna, Daddy, I drew this picture for you, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But
I think it's important to note what you said there about like you called it making face when you first get home, and just not acting like you're excited. You are excited to see the kids, but kind of just trying to get through that moment. To be honest, like you just like I got to show the kids that I'm happy, and then I'm gonna go take my decompressions time or whatever. But I think that is super important to do, because as the man of a household, as the leader of your family, your whole family feeds off of you. They feed off your energy. So if you get home and you're showing that dog tired and just, I had a bad night, I don't want to talk to anybody. If you're acting like that, your whole family's going to notice that and feed off of that. And the day's going to look a lot different. So if you can fake it for a minute.
Yeah.
And just be the best dad in the world.
Yep.
Hey, I love you guys. I'm so happy to see you. Dad's got to go get cleaned up, or Dad's got to go take a nap. He's really tired, but then I'll play with you guys, and just, keeping it positive and exciting for them.
Yeah.
They're going to resonate with that so much. And like you said, Lexi draws you pictures and stuff. Like, she's excited for you to wake back up and be there, be that present dad. Yeah. Whereas if you got home all grumpy, she might not be looking forward to you coming back out and playing with her.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I've played the old dad tactics of like, let's play doctor and I'm asleep and you need
Oh, yeah.
I've done that and I've fallen asleep on the floor.
I'm going to lay here and you try and roll me over, okay?
Yeah, I've tried that, and then it works for about 20 minutes, and then they get tired of that game and want to play another game. And I'm grumpy, and it's just not a lot. But also with that, if you are married, like Ryan and I both are, your wife is a team member in this thing called life, this game we play called life. And so that relationship takes priority. Your relationship with your kids is important, but the relationship with your wife is of the utmost importance. So if you don't have a strong relationship with your wife where you can communicate these things and be able to, she understands what you're going through. She understands, okay, he needs a minute and then he'll be present. That's important. So like you have to have that conversation somehow, some way.
There's got to be an understanding there.
Mm-hmm. And so like my wife's taken up a ton of slack when I came home and the piece of the job took me or whatever. And then I come home and I'm not myself, not present, whatever.
Yeah.
And she had to take the brunt of it. So now it's my turn to give back to her somehow. So one way, like in our house, the way that I try to do that is like I can tell my wife's burnout from, baking. She likes to make sourdough and have some good food in the house for us. And I love that about her, that she's able to kind of be that homestead wife as much as you can, and doing all that busy stuff that I don't have to worry about quite as much, which is great.
Yeah.
But if your life's not set up that way, that's cool. So like she does an awesome job, but now it's my turn to get back. And one way that I do that is I'll look at her and say, I got the kids tonight. I got them. You just go chill, go take a bath, go do whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's her decompression. So she helps me. And then when I see the signals of like, okay, she needs a break. I get it. I'm still tired. I'm now giving of myself in order for her to benefit from it.
Yeah.
So I'm showing love in that way. And so that's one way in our house that we try to like kind of prioritize our marriage and our relationship. Like she needs that decompression time too, just as much as we do.
Yeah, and she shows you love by, you get home from work. She's probably excited to see you too, because she's like, here, take these kids. They're nuts.
Yeah.
They're yours.
Yep.
But she loves you enough to give you that time, and that's her way of showing it. And then it's good that you show it back. That's an important thing. Do you feel like it? I don't know how to ask this, I guess. Do you feel like guys are worse at the decompression thing? And like, have you ever walked in and your wife been like, I need an hour?
No, they don't communicate that. You're just supposed to know.
Yeah.
You're supposed to read the manual that doesn't exist, and you're just supposed to know.
I feel like guys are more needy in that aspect, as far as like, we'll communicate it and be like, I need this time. And like the way I look at it with my wife is she gives and gives and gives until her cup's empty.
Yep.
And then it's my job to notice that the cup's empty or it's almost empty.
Yep.
Hopefully, you don't let it get there.
Yeah.
But whereas us, we're like, man, I need a minute to go refill my cup.
Yeah.
And we'll openly say that. I feel like we are better about saying that, but we're also more needy in the aspect that, like, we're both just getting home from a long day at work. Like, why do I get some time alone and you don't?
Yeah.
I don't know. But that is something that I notice.
Yeah, I think God's given women a very special ability that we don't have.
Yes.
And that is being able to handle the home.
Yeah.
God gives moms, more specifically, a special kind of energy and patience to handle the things that we are not built to do. we carry a slightly different weight. We carry the weight of providing. We carry the weight of financial stability, which kind of ties in with providing.
Protecting.
Protection.
Yeah.
And just all the other stress that work creates for us that didn't used to exist years and years and years ago. Like the stress of work was providing. Like that was it. You grew your stuff. You farmed your stuff to feed your family, and you built your stuff to create shelter. Like that was it. That was your job. So now we have this thing called work to make money so that we can buy the things that we need. It's a crazy concept. It's like against everything that we were, as humans, were really built to do. So I think in turn, God's given women an ability and a strength there to handle that. But naturally, they will, like you said, the cup will either be empty or it's overflowing, however you want to spin that analogy.
Yeah.
You know, but I call it the love bank, right? Her love bank is low because you haven't made it
like that. Love
the
bank.
love bank. I know it's silly, Ryan, but it's true. Like the love bank.
All right.
Is that too much?
Moving on.
Okay. Ryan's dying over here.
I'm good. Sorry.
The bank is full. Maximize and prioritize your marriage.
I like it.
It's important.
That's a good
you have
way
to.
of putting it, Nate.
Yeah. I just threw that one on Ryan. I don't think I'm going to cut it out. I think that was good.
I like it. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. So yeah, men and women definitely built different.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I've noticed that specific thing is just that we gotta look for it in the wives instead of them telling us.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool. I'm glad it's not just me.
No, you're 100% on track with how we do things. So prioritize your marriage. Make time for your kids and your family. Make it a priority to pour into them just like you put your energy into other things, and really make your time is valuable. So just prioritize your time and make those things work. Oh, this is good stuff.
Stop making me laugh, man.
This is why we don't record at 10 o'clock at night. This is Nate and Ryan in raw form. Yeah. This is Suffer Up. So, so hopefully you guys can take something away from this episode. What?
You brought up a good thing. We're recording at 10 o'clock at night. The reason we're recording at 10 o'clock at night is because we're making time for this. Like our time is valuable. We spent our time working today, doing other things, eating dinner, spending time with our family, and now we're making time for this. Maybe not the ideal time. Maybe a little goofier than usual, but we're making the time for it because it's important, and this is worth our time. Not that it's gonna make us $1 million or any bucks, but it is worth the time to spread this message to you guys, to our listeners. So thanks y'all for listening. You guys make it worth it. Yeah, you guys are worth it. So we're going to close it at that. Thanks so much for listening. Suffer Up, friends and family. Click on the link in the bio if you want to follow us some more. And we love you guys so much. We're super thankful that you guys are tuning in to us. So love you guys.